nutrition is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please spit the juice.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Titans coming in at 6-5, going up against the Texans, who come in at 9-2.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground. And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage? Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down. Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy. They'll run with Muhammad, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Mariota gives to Henry, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he will have a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down, Murray. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Let it run and it's picked. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Murray with a nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Miller. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Here we go.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Dances by at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alfred Blue, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Ellington now to return it. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, Jesus moving.
Mariota on first down. And some room to work. 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
To throw is Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Tight end right. One. We got four. One. Check. Lucky. One. Hey, check 20.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
Again, it's Miller. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go.
This is the running back, Blue. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Lamar Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Shane Lechler now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. With it is Jackson. Oh, he shifts past him. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he is all the way up past the 25. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Come on, let's pass.
Here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Final minute now of the third quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second down, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here's Muhammad. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the D-line's going to spread out. Mariota now on second down. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Mariota forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got some space here. The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it again with Miller. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
On the counter, it's Miller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throw it, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Titans a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tied right there.
Mariota to throw it. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. And now running right through it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column?
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but